save your name and address for the record.
Abhinandhan Part1, umr 19 साल.
Sideways.
Single.
420.
That's it.
I don't waste time. Start.
I start making like recording.
Right. So this is for the camera, I guess. Hello, Abhinandhan. Probably see this 10-15 years down the line. I want you to know how you were 15 years down the line. I'm really not sure what I'm going to be talking about because I thought I knew what I was going to, but after ma'am was there, her talk here has been like one of the 3 standout experiences of my stay here at the Shivir. And I think I'd rather begin with listing the 3, maybe continue from there. The first one happened when Professor Rajiv Sangal decided to grace us with his presence. And after then the discussion had been, it had been pretty gung-ho. It was going along well. I thought I was prosperous, especially with the question that he asked if you're prosperous or not. I was the first one to raise my hand. But then the guy, he kind of tore my world apart because I realized I wasn't prosperous. I realized I wasn't someone who was going to be prosperous at the rate at which I am going. And that's like a really sad realization to have, because you think at the age of 19 we don't really need to consider, but when he came up with the scenario of your world coming crashing down, I realized I had no exit strategy. I had no plan B. I realized just how one-dimensional a character I am. Add to the fact that I'm kind of handicapped when it comes to managing relationships, meant that I can't really bank upon other people for support. So that is something that unsettled me. I had walked in with a very negative attitude. I was prepared to kind of grit out my time here, not speak and just be there, be part of the crowd or something. And then I guess I opened up, but this was the moment when I actually realized that maybe being here was meant to be. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but it was sad. That wasn't necessarily a happy experience. Because after that, I actually, it's been very long since I sat down with myself, alone, but not lonely, and had a talk with the person inside of me, and kind of realize who I really am. I think I kind of stopped growing after 12, when I was in class 8th or something, when we moved to Delhi, because up till then I'd always had a very even a more sheltered life than what I have right now. We were in a small city, Jamshedpur, and over there, we had this whole community thing going. Everybody around the block knows you, everyone in school knows you, and you know everyone, vice versa. But then you move to a place like Delhi, and to a school like Puram, where just about every bit of individuality that I had kind of, got lost in the crowd. That is when I guess I stopped growing, At the age of 19 now, having dropped a year, I realized that I haven't learned anything that would help me survive, that would help me in any way become prosperous, to even feel happy. You see, because I tend to score a lot of marks, but I'm not a very devoted student. I've never really been a very devoted son, not had very strong ties with my family, though I can certainly vouch for their involvement. For one man to have raised one question, and I don't know why that realization hit me so hard that day, but I guess it did. It had to happen someday, happened that day. Yeah, that was one of the defining experiences. The second was when we had this little debate thing going on. I mean, I remember it more for something other than just the fun that we had, you know, because up until then, I'd always thought that being a part of a larger group was something inferior, you know, and I'd always kind of prided myself on the fact that I was able to stick around in this you know, a very localized set of people, of friends, and you know, make my way through life. And I always thought, you know, maybe in a group you don't have that kind of fun, but no, I mean, that day was kind of different. It's been 4 months here. It had been a year back in Kolkata, but you know, I've been a part of like these classes of 50, 90, 160 people. You know, never really felt connected. Yesterday was one time when I felt connected to a group of individuals and not necessarily the one or two that I pick out from the crowd. You know, I'm going to hang out with these guys. And by the end of it, I think I've done well enough for myself in this Shivir. You know, to have come out and, you know, been honest about myself. That has taken a lot of courage from within. You know. But then obviously it has also helped that people have been so candid, been so honest about their wants and their expectations. You know, so somehow, I mean, stupid human nature that you just want to come and tell something about yourself. I thought it wouldn't feel nice, but yes, it does in the end. And you know, at the end of it all, this morning when I kind of sketched something over here,